deck attacks for infinity. Well, technically it attacks for 4, but for infinity. Well, hello there, random person on the internet. You know that feeling of seeing this daily quest, but you'd way rather play a degenerate combo deck? Well, today's degenerate combo deck easily attacks with 45 creatures in a single turn, with a single creature. So let's go. Wait, what's this? These cards aren't even on Arena. Ah, of course. I forgot the ad read. If you want these cards or anything else Magic related, check out cardkingdom.com. Link is in the description. Now, let's see what we're working with here. Oh wow, this just looks like a random pile of cards. I promise it will make sense in the end. Oh look, and we even drew a Triumph to fix our mana. Opponent, Secluded Courtyard on Goblin, and a Wily Goblin. Yeah, I wonder what they're up to. Now we do have to take some damage from these shocklands to have them enter the battlefield untapped, because a Goblin deck always has a Goblin Lord on turn 3. Yep, like this Goblin Chieftain. Let's hit it with a Lightning Helix real quick. 3 damage, 3 life, swing for 1. Oh god, fighter class. This is such a wild pile of cards, but before we get to the crazy part, we need to try and stay alive first. Play Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Enters the battlefield, first chapter triggers, so we create a Goblin Shaman token that creates a treasure when it attacks. Mountain and Conspicuous Snoop. So they can cast Goblin spells from the top of their library, like this Goblin War Chief. Gives everything haste, but no attacks here. Second chapter of the Fable, discard up to 2 cards and draw that many cards. Cycle away a land and a Time Stream Navigator. I know, don't worry, the video is still long, we're going to see why it's in the deck. Draw a Lightning Helix and a land. Attack with the token, create a treasure. Well, they just take it. Play Deafening Clarion. Creatures you control gain lifelink. Wait, how is that supposed to help here? Oh, and 3 damage to each creature. Now that should do it. Play a land, pass the turn. Opponent plays a land and Battlecry Goblin. Okay, pumps it, gives it haste, hits us down to 15. Chapter 3 of the Fable triggers, so it transforms into Reflection of Kiki-Jiki. For 1 mana we can tap it to create a token copy of a non-legendary creature we control. It gains haste and gets sacrificed at the end of turn. And I think it's time to let the cat out the bag here. Cast a fighter class. Enters the battlefield, we search our library for an equipment card. Oh, and there's only one in this deck, and it's Helm of the Host. At the beginning of combat, we create a hasty copy of equipped creature. I'm beginning to see a pattern here. Play a Combat Celebrant, a 3 mana 1/4 with Exert that wait, what is this music? Oh god, I forgot we're playing against goblins and they have 6 mana. Yep. That's a Muxus. Looks at the top 6 cards of their library, puts all goblins on the battlefield. Oh my god, Goblin Matron gets another Muxus for next turn. Ooh, but they don't have haste, so we actually get another turn here. Oof. Wow, what a top deck. Play a Helm of the Host and then Resolute Strike our Combat Celebrant. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn, and since the Celebrant is a warrior, we can attach an equipment to it. Now at the beginning of combat, we get a hasty token copy of the Celebrant, which can exert itself while attacking to untap all other creatures we control and give us an additional combat phase after this one. Now at the beginning of this combat phase, we get another token copy of the Celebrant, exert it again, get another combat phase, and create a loop of infinite beatdown. Props to opponent for staying in this, by the way, but there's no coming back from this one, so cue the Doom soundtrack and go to town. And they scoop him up. Oh, you know there's more shenanigans to this deck. Straight to the next game. Hand looks like a keep. You tap that like button. Thanks for that, by the way. It's the best way to support the show after all. Play a land, pass the turn. Opponent plays a forest, passes back. Well, we play land, pass the turn. Another forest and a werewolf pack leader. Draw planes, play Sundown Pass and Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Chapter 1 creates a goblin. Not a good blocker here, but we're trying to get to the 3rd chapter as fast as possible. Opponent, Elysian Caryatid. Tapped land, swings for 3. Chapter 2 triggers. Now we could discard Fighter Class and Resolute Strike here to focus on stabilizing the board first, but it's good to have the pieces ready for when we draw a Celebrant, so no rummaging here. Play Chandra, Torch of Defiance, minus her to deal 4 damage to the pack leader, pass the turn. Now opponent could animate the Lair of the Hydra to attack down Chandra here, but I'm not sure if that's worth it. Looks like they agree. Play an Old Growth Troll. and a ranger class. Okay, enters the battlefield, creates a wolf token, pass the turn. Chapter 3 turns the Fable into Reflection of Kiki-Jiki. Plus Chandra to add 2 mana, and let's try to find our combo pieces. Expressive Iteration, look at the top 3 cards of our library, put one of them into our hand, one on the bottom of our library, and exile one to play it until end of turn. Cast the second Fable, create another Goblin token, pass the turn. Opponent levels up Ranger class, so whenever they attack, they'll put a +1/+1 counter on an attacking creature. And another class creates another wolf. Oof, and a Blizzard Brawl, giving the troll indestructible and kill the reflection. Swings in at Chandra, counter on the wolf. Well, I take the trade on a double block at least. That sets us back quite a bit, not gonna lie. Oh well, at least Chandra is back. Chapter 2 triggers, discard our 2-drops, draw 2 Celebrants. Dang, maybe I should have held on to that fighter class. Replay Chandra, minus her to destroy the troll, which will turn it into a land enchantment. And since she'll die anyway, we might as well attack here to get a treasure token. No blocks, makes sense. Pass the turn. Forest and a Froghemoth. Oh wow, I forgot this card existed. A 5-mana 4/4 with Trample and Haste that eats our graveyard when it connects. That is kinda scary. Levels up the other fighter class. Yikes, big swings here. Kills Chandra, 6 to our face, eats our yard. If we stay alive to untap with a Reflection and a Combat Celebrant, we might actually cheese out the win here. Play Prismari command to deal 2 damage to the wolf, draw and discard 2 cards. Play the Combat Celebrant and pray to the magic gods. Land. And last card is a Gnarled Professor. Enters the battlefield, learns Mascot's Exhibition. That's fine though. Swings in, pumps the frog, take 8 down to 3, and we actually got a shot here. Oh, never mind. I guess we just straight up win here. And we got just enough mana to pull this off with the treasure we get from attacking with this goblin. Oh, and they don't even block? Well, here comes the cheese. Time Stream Navigator, a 2-mana 1/1 pirate with Ascend, so we get the City's Blessing if we control 10 or more permanents. Since we do, we can pay 4 mana, tap it and put it under our library to take an extra turn after this one. But we can't activate it now since it doesn't have haste and we are very dead before we ever get to untap with it. Luckily we can just pay 1 mana, copy it with the Reflection, activate the token and regret to inform our opponent, but that's what we call an infinite loop. Take an extra turn, copy the pirate, activate it, play a land, extra turn, copy, activate, expressive iteration, find 3 lands, hand, bottom, exile, play a land, extra turn, copy again, activate again. Oh, don't worry opponent, it's all over soon. Play a land, play Brewer, which lets us attach equipment for free, so we just need the Helm of the Host now. Oh, we draw Chandra, cast her, plus to add mana, copy, activate, play a land, extra turn. Now we can plus Chandra to exile the top card of our library and cast it. Is it a Helm of the Host? Nope. Copy, activate, extra turn, plus Chandra. There it is. Cast the Helm, equip it for free, and let the beatdown commence. Props to our opponent for letting me show off the combo, and that's GG. Now mercilessly beating down our opponent isn't the only win condition of this deck. Imagine they'd give themselves protection from creatures with a Serra Emissary, for example. Well, once we're in the time stream loop, we can just plus Chandra up to her ultimate, giving us an emblem that shoots 5 damage whenever we cast a spell. Combine that with infinite turns and, well, that should do it. But we don't even need to go infinite. Since Combat Celebrant untaps our team when it exerts, we can repeatedly copy it for every mana we have with Reflection of Kiki-Jiki. This would go infinite by itself if the Goblin Shaman can attack as well, since it creates a treasure every combat step, but even if they have blockers for it, just creating as many copies as we have manas is usually enough to beat our opponent into the ground. Here's the full deck list, check out the article for a deck tag, and with that, bonus game! Alright, a bonus game. Well, hand looks sketchy, but I guess we have some combo pieces. Opponent plays a forest into Llanowar Elf. Well, play a land, pass the turn. Bolts in an MDFC land, Pelt Collector. Burning Tree Emissary, adds 2 mana. Voltaic Brawler. Well, that's a turn 2 right there, what the hell? But we're in the bonus game here, so we surely top deck that board wipe just in time, right? Play a land, pass the turn. Opponent, place a land, and Clothes, yeah, that's just the absolute nuts. Hits us down to 10, ay ay ay, whoa. I mean, yeah, we actually top decked the board wipe, but it doesn't even deal with the Pelt Collector anymore. Ooh, well that's awkward. Is that just game? Yep, sure looks like it. Wow, kinda anticlimactic. Hey, you like this video and wanna see more? Well, check out last episode where I mulligan to 1 and won. This video and more, all in this playlist. Check it out. Remember to tap that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.